Welcome back to Explain Through Rap, the channel you love that explains cool facts. Thank you for your comments. You're the greatest. Comment your requests and now try to make it. Let's have a look at the happiness equation, a book that looks to make the happiest of faces. There's plenty of wisdom this book can teach you, written by Harvard MBA Neil Pasricha. The formula's very slick. Want nothing, do anything, have everything. But there's a lot more to the book if you find time to read it. The real content is in the 9 secrets. Happiness requires some effort to find the best bits. That doesn't mean yoga retreats or climbing Everest. The first key idea I'll enjoy rapping here is to actually start from a place of happiness. In early life we're taught a misguided pathy. We must work and struggle to get happy. There's an idea we're taught that's probably not the best. The happiness is found after lots of success. This logic causes unhappy, sad souls. The equation works the opposite way as what man's told. Success and great work come from those that are already happy. That secret one, but let's explore it with rapping. This might not sound conventional, but you hear it all over the place. Happiness isn't something you can hope to chase. Let's look at a stat about external stuff, like getting a fat raise at work and stuff. That good news accounts for 10% of personal happiness that it meant to them. The rest comes from within. That's got to be right. And if you can see the world in a positive light, to assist this you can add a practice before bed. Put one thing down that made you happy out of your head. This helps you recognize happiness when it happens in future and lets you relive happy stuff before having a snoozer. Motivation plays a key role in happiness. I'm speaking true, which brings us on to secret 2. Do things because you love doing them. That's the easy bit, not for external reward or what people think. When you're motivated by money or fame, it's a vicious cycle of the unhappiness plague. When you reach a goal, you'll get a fleeting moment of happiness, and then it's bleakly over, and a new goal must be set, and it's back to effort. The joy from this next goal will surely last forever. Neil started a blog about awesomeness, because he liked the idea and brought him some joy. This is intrinsic motivation, it comes from within, but then the blog got popular, there was something to win. He started setting goals, 1 million views. When he hit this, he wanted another 9 million too. Then to write a book, then a bestseller. Did this too, but it didn't get better. He was chasing happiness that couldn't hope to last. Takeaway here is extrinsic motivation's trash. Another key idea that the book gets to explore is there's no escaping your negative thoughts. It feels like your mind is at war to be onto your best. It's a war between the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. The amygdala finds threats, risks and scares useful for surviving lions, tigers and bears. Hopefully you don't need that to stay safe today, but the amygdala will sound the alarms anyway, maybe for a big presentation or social dining. Treats these like major threats to surviving. The prefrontal cortex, developed more recently, likes to rationalize with logic for reasoning, but the amygdala is old and stubborn and wins the war, and everyone ends up anxious and forlorn. As if the war in our brains wasn't enough, we have another one inside us, making it tough. Self-worth versus self-doubt, and it's always there. You feel fine 1 minute, not a care. Then your neighbor's new car and younger wife start making you feel bad for your humble life. You can't always calm your amygdala, and it's a hot mess. But there's methods to calm envy and discontent. This leads to secret 3. You're so lucky to be alive and fine. Put things in the right perspective to thrive inside the long stream of events that had to align perfectly for you to exist as an absurdity. 7 billion people are alive today. 108 billion people already passed away. Being alive today is like winning the cosmic lottery. Is that something to be grateful for? It's gotta be. The next key idea is about retirement, yo. What does the book say about retirement, bro? Are you looking forward to retirement? Sitting back, maxing, enjoying the fruits of your labor, relaxing? It sounds great, but is it actually, bro? If you're after happiness and health, you should have answered no. Germans invented retirement in 1889, it seems, to open up jobs for younger peeps, but it's not appropriate when current lifespans are higher and healthy workers don't seem to want to retire. Being productive and active is super important, provides a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Purpose is such a key element of happy power. Just ask the inhabitants of Okinawa. Okinawans have the highest life expectancy of anyone on earth or across the sea. They don't even have a word in the vocab for retirement because that concept is so bad. A word they do have that's wicked wise is the concept of ikigai. Rough translation is a reason to wake up today, vital for longevity and quality of life, they say. Research on 43,000 different people up for a test showed those with ikigai had less illness and stress. 95% with an ikigai lived past the end of the study compared to 83% who didn't, which is a worry. If you don't have a reason to be alive, your body could be inclined to know and assume that it's just your time to go. Secret 4, keep your ikigai alive and working. Make sure retirement doesn't strip you of your purpose. One man's ikigai is to catch a fish to feed his darling wife, another's is to keep the tradition of karate alive. Let's move on to salaries and jobs with power, not all they're cracked up to be. Let's look at the hours. A Harvard grad makes 120k on average, but gets 2 weeks holiday. That's savage. They work 85 hours per week for the other 50 weeks, which is $28 per hour, which is pretty bleak. Let's look at an assistant manager in a retail store. They get 2 weeks holiday too, so far equal. Sure, they earn 70k for 50 hours a week, which is $28 per hour with more fun and sleep. This leads us to our secret 5. Overvalue every single beat of time. Have an awareness of the way you spend your time, doing things that you enjoy and help you to find happiness. If you can't manage your time, just do it. Split days up by sleep, work and things I love doing. If you divide the 168 hours in a week, you'll have 56 hours to allocate to each. This is cool for your first nice challenge and an easy blueprint for a healthy work-life balance. This is not the life of an average Harvard graddie. Can barely find time to sleep, they can't be happy. 85 hours working is over half your week. 56 hours are what you should have to sleep. The next key idea best to look at next is less choice is less stress. Decisions can be stressful. There's loads to make in life. Neil counted in a day there's 285. When he looked at what they were doing for him, he found most weren't truly important. Every decision uses mental energy for it, and a bit of stressful energy is forced in. Eliminate choices, decisions where you actually can save time, stress, and live happily. Fam, Benjamin Lee wears identical clothes every day. Never has to decide what to wear, it's great. Does laundry once a month for 30 identical sets. Saves him 15 minutes a day, which is quite epic, it's blessed. This is 1 week a year extra he gets to spend on joy, doing things that make him a happier boy. This is linked to happiness. Secret 6, create more time. Let's keep it slick. A way to get more time is to shorten deadlines. Work fills the available time, that's the headline. If you have 3 weeks to do a piece of work, it'll take 3 weeks. If you have 1 week, you'll still make it sweet. It's important to break past your barriers and do things you love, even if it seems so scary and rough. We often set up fake barriers to keep us from joy. It's true, we don't have the money or ability when we really do. There's 2 popular ones that are on to you. I can't do and I don't want to do. Believing you can't is a get out of jail free card. You don't ever have to try something hard. We also convince ourselves we don't want to do it when that thing would make us happy. It's proper stupid, but it's usually linked to the can't hope to make it. But with the don't, we can lie about the motivation. Neil believed he couldn't ever be swimming around. He had a bad childhood thing, he almost drowned. I don't want to swim. It's a waste of extra time. Plenty of other ways to exercise. You can keep life experiences on the highest of shelves that you don't want to reach with a lie to yourself. These barriers can be broken through. It's very easy by taking a look at the 7th secret, visualization. Imagine doing it to overcome your fear. Eventually your brain will learn to like the idea. Neil signed up for swimming lessons, got in the water and was instantly better. Realized what he told himself wasn't true. When he saw he could swim, he realized he wanted to. Can't swim was false and don't want to was too. Hard to know what bits you're telling yourself are true. The lies we tell ourselves typically limit and restrict us, so examine if any of your beliefs are silly and just fiction. The next key area that's best for your health: don't rely on others' advice, be your authentic self. If you're ever tempted to befriend a hurtful and rude joker, you probably don't honour your true emotions. The 8th secret is simple in theory: be yourself. Something we've all been hearing. The relationship with yourself is most important, more so than with your spouse, son or daughter. If you are cruel to yourself and put yourself down, you'll be cruel to others and won't make yourself proud. Humans tend to ignore being themselves, in fact, to try and gain respect by putting on an act. The Saturday morning test is a useful tool. If there's no obligations, what do you want to do? Whatever the answer is, work that towards your true self. This is authentic and gives you cool health. The more Saturday morning activities in your week, the more you being yourself, which is really sweet. Secret 9 is about knowing your feelings aren't broken. Trust yourself and stop repressing your emotions. Don't live your life according to others' wishes. Do what feels right to you, don't just listen. Do what people say or what they advise. Let your authentic emotions be your guide. Every day you see ads, articles, expert advice on how we should be living our lives, but you're the only one who knows what's right for you. I'm not saying ignore science, that's for blind poor fools. Proven data helps inform your decisions. Your feelings help you be sure of your decisions. Science can't tell you how to live, that would be absurd. It tells you what happened and what was observed. Collective learning as a species makes us great. We're able to avoid making the same mistakes. There's no one way to live or one way to be, or the answers are inside you. It's great to see if what you feel isn't rational, reasonable or true, it could be limiting and damaging for you. If you can stop lying and really Listen to yourself. You can see what's really winning for your health. If you're not happy, don't pretend you are. Don't distract yourself with phones and cars. It's good to be unhappy. It's teaching you. But if you ignore it, then it just weakens you. You'll stay in habits and routines that are just naff, convincing people you're happy to be seen as a good laugh. Living inauthentically is unfulfilling. You're losing. Lasting happiness can't be gained by seeking approval. To summarize the book, the lessons it told: stop chasing external goals, get a healthier mindset, healthier habits. See, you already have everything you need. Focusing on getting things, buying stuff, achieving is a sign your authentic soul is bleeding. The people pleasing, the overachieving makes you miserable. It's so misleading. When you move life towards who you really are and things that make you happy, it's really charmed. Be yourself. Be yourself. It's so fine. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. There's so much on this topic that's cool to find. I'm going to do another one about the school of life. Was this fun? Am I spitting knowledge? If you have an opinion, stick it in the comments. If you have a request, comment that too, and I will make that rap for you. I'm no life coach. I'm just nice with the rhymes. It helps the channel if you hit like and subscribe.